Oh. This is a new Nintendo 2DS XL that I bought for only $40. And to make this deal even better, it's the kind of more desired rare purple color, and it seems to be in okay shape. But for whatever reason, it won't turn on. And the reason why is simple. It's because of this. So I bought this because somehow, I don't know how, but the screen became detached from the console itself. And what's more odd is that someone tried to, or they put the hinge itself where the screen cable is fed through. So I don't really know what's up with that or why, but alas, this is the cards we were dealt with. So we're gonna go ahead and fix this hot mess. Okay, so we opened it up, and you'll see another video soon on my channel about another 2DS XL, but that actually went pretty poorly. I'd rather not go through the details. However, lessons learned, very important lessons. So when you are prying open a 2DS XL, you want to make sure that you are aware of where there's certain kind of no pry zones. So the first two are here on the side, so never pry kinda in this volume slide area. That's super easy to recognize, so just don't go there, because if you do, you could potentially damage this, and that's like the speaker terminal, and that's not gonna be a good day. Anywhere where the triggers are, do not pry. You are going to break these. I have already broken 2 of these off 2 separate 2DS XL motherboards. It is not a fun repair process. It is very difficult. So please, for the love of God, do not pry anywhere in the trigger area. So back to the side though, if you look here on both sides, there is these kind of screw housing, these screw towers. That's where the bottom screws kind of go. So when you're prying here, make sure that you don't pry anywhere above, like from here to here, just do not pry. This trigger area, do not pry. So you can pry here, and then up along until you reach the volume slide. So like here to here, you can pry, but don't pry here because you're gonna break that. And then you can pry all along in this area. And this is where it gets a little trickier. There's no obvious kind of mark to where you shouldn't pry for this side of the 2DS XL. But I would say, you know, towards the middle, like right here, you should not be prying because then you're gonna break that. And then same thing with the trigger area here. You don't want to pry anywhere between this screw hole and like the end of the trigger. Just do not pry there. Now what impresses me and also kind of scares me is how anyone, I don't know how this happens. So if you look on the top piece, the top hinge, there doesn't appear, I mean, that's just the cable damage because I'll explain later, but it doesn't appear that the hinge area itself is broken. So I don't know how this came off to begin with, but what I don't understand is why someone tried to jam the actual hinge piece into where the ribbon cable goes. The hinge is supposed to go here, and the ribbon cable and this other red cable, I'm not sure what it's for, maybe it's the Wi-Fi board, I don't know, is supposed to go in there. So why someone did this, I have no idea, but we're gonna fix it. Oh no. Oh no, look at this. Oh Lord. Oh my Lord, look at that. I'm just gonna pull on it and you're gonna see what's gonna happen. Look at that. This is just like if you guys seen Jurassic Park when that lady grabs the arm and this is all that's left. This is just, it's sad to see. And then there is that pesky hinge. Don't know what you're doing there. You don't belong there, buddy. You're going out. So just putting everything back together, and thankfully, it works. So I managed to assemble everything back together. The only thing that's really left is to kind of glue that top area on top. But if you look, everything works. So we managed to replace everything, and she works great. We also replaced the top lens of the screen, so it's completely brand new, free of any scratches, and looks great. So when you're reassembling a 2DS, whether you're putting on a new shell, make sure to put some sort of like black cover in between this plastic cover and the other kind of plastic top part of the console, because then you get these lights and then it kind of looks like it's like Reggie Gigas or some shit. So I accidentally had the misfortune of super gluing this top part onto the, you know, silver part. So now I'm carefully prying it off. So I was able to pry off the top purple part and then put it back on. This time putting some black adhesive on there to protect any lighting from seeping out. And if you can see, no lights are coming out. The entirety of this top assembly, so kind of like this top purple hinge, the silver, and this purple plate is all replacement. The buttons that I have on here are OEM, but you know, the good thing is that they color match surprisingly well. There is no noticeable difference between the replacement shell and the original, so that looks good. However, another problem too is, like I've mentioned before, these damn replacement screens. I'm not sure if you can tell, maybe if I change it in just a second, but if you look, there's like these kind of like brighter spots. I'm not sure what that's called, but you know, it's not, it works. It's just not perfect. And even then, the other 2DS screen that I showed y'all, it wasn't in this video, but you know, it was completely smashed. I'll put a clip of it in here just so you can see. So I placed the screen in, and unfortunately it's smashed, and you know, it works, but it's just damaged. So it's just gonna need a replacement return. And right here on the edges, it's like starting to kind of fizzle out. It's like this lighter gray, and you know, sometimes, especially on the whites, for whatever reason, it will just look more noticeable than usual. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle to fix this thing. However, in the end, it was totally worth it.